Hey guys, and welcome back. It's me again, Ahmed, and today I'm gonna be telling you the story of the Summer Kings, and it's gonna be a great story. So let's start. So there was once a kid who actually his mother died, so he lived with his father alone. So and then one day his father fell in love with another lady, so he kept inviting her to his house and stuff like that. But that boy had a sister and they both hated him and the lady. So the boy was kind of like didn't like everything. So he just went out of the house without his permission. He made his own rules and stuff like that. So one day that one girl at his school invited him for a big party at the beach at night, like 1 a.m. So when he took permission for his father, he took it for like the first time. His father said no, and he shouted at him, "You want to go at 1 a.m.? Are you mad?" So the boy got even more angry and he went to his room. But the boy had a really nice trick. He went to the window and he jumped off and he went to the party. So he said to himself, "Whoa, jumping off the window is a good way of getting out. Now I do not need to worry about anything." So he went to the party. He had lots of fun until an old man came and said, "You guys are disturbing me. Please put the volume low." Then everybody said, "Shut up, old man. You have nothing to do with us." So the old man said, "Oh yeah?" He put out a gun and he hit it in the air. Everybody got scared and went into the woods. So his name, that boy's name was Joseph. I'll call him Joe, okay? So he got stuck with a kid named John. So now Joe and John, they're actually pretty same. So they were good friends. Joan was small, short, but Joe was tall like a man. Joe was 15 years old, while Joan was the same. So they got stuck together, and John, his parents died, so he just lived by his own in the house. So Joseph had a friend named Patrick. So they liked each other so much. They were friends since they were like 8 or 9. So they said to each other, "We hate our parents." Like Patrick's parents treated him like a real kid. They didn't like him to say anything. They could not allow him to walk in the house without socks or slippers or anything. They could not allow him to take like $1 with him, and they treated him like a real kid. And Joseph's father treated him like a real bad guy. Like he brought his lady every day and they had lots of fun, but Joseph and his sister hated that. So they just said, "Okay, we'll make our own house in the woods. I'm done here." So one day the three of them went in the woods and said, "We need lots of wood and we need nails and lots of other tools." After a while, when they brought all the tools and everything, they brought and they built the house. Their house was quite good, and so they had fun, and they made a fire outside where they can cook food. So Joseph said only one thing was left: cooking food. Who can cook? Then Patrick said, "Sorry, but I never actually lived in the woods before." So Joseph said, "Okay, it's okay, I may try." He tried, and they didn't hunt me because they had money. Joseph stole all his father's money, while Patrick did the same. They had lots of money, so they could buy every day from the supermarket chicken, vegetables, and everything, and they could just cook it in a pan or something in the fire. So they kept having fun until a fight came between Joseph and Patrick. They had a real big fight, and Joseph fought against Patrick and hit him in his broken leg. So Patrick said, "I'm done here," and he went back to his house while Joseph stayed alone without Biagio. John, without John. So John also went to his home because he didn't like the way Joseph treated him. So he just went also to his home. Now Joseph was all alone. So all he didn't know what to do. His money was over and he didn't know what to do. So luckily he had a sword. So he went hunting, but he couldn't hunt well because animals were faster than him. So one time he hunted a rabbit by luck. So when he was eating the rabbit, after he finished his good meal, he said hello to the chair, and the chair moved a little. Joseph said, "Hello again?" And the chair moved again, a little bit more. Joseph was shocked and said, "What the?" And when he looked down, he realized that there was a snake. He did his hand in his heart like this, and he realized his heart was beating hard because he was frightened of the snake. The snake, he said to himself, "Oh, so snakes can sense fear. Okay, I'm not scared, but I'll stay like that." Next morning, Joseph's father knew where he was because of the police. So he came to him and he said, "Joseph, I don't have time to explain it to you, but you should come back home." Then Joseph said, "There's a snake in here. It can kill you." So the man didn't realize that, and the snake came, and Joseph's father said, "Oh, now what?" Then John came with another sword and said, and talked to the snake in a crazy way. So John, instead of killing the snake, he just got bit, and he had a terrible bite in his leg. So they went to the hospital as fast as they could, and John was good afterwards. And Joseph learned his lessons not to make any bad mistakes or leave the house without telling his father like that. And his father also learned the lesson that he should not make something that his children don't like. Like, he just let the lady go, and they lived happily soon after. And yeah, one last thing, Joseph and Patrick became best friends again, and they said to each other, even if they got problems with each other, they will always love each other. So this was the Summer Kings, and I hope you enjoyed it. It was pretty cool. There's a movie of it actually called The Kings of Summer. You can go ahead and watch it, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Bye.